Okay, hello. Um, we are going to be continuing the uh, solo impossible challenge for Baldur's Gate. Let me just get in call. Or get in call, Jesus Christ. Get into the game. Hello, hello, Rambino. Dog bless Sir Chloe. What in the hell does that mean?
These boots have seen everything.
Remember, you have teeth and claws.
Don't take your eyes off my hands.
Again.
See not all.
Swing and parry.
Okay, so,
Any questions?
last time we were doing shit. We got off the Nautiloid completely fine, and we sat in a hour-long combat watching Zevlor slowly whittle down a bunch of goblins over here. Then did a little bit of exploring. Did a little stealth mission down here because we found out that Cog got bad, so we went and grabbed Kaga's note, and then went back to the Emerald Grove, convinced Kaga to join us against the Shadow Druids, and watched as she murdered Shadow Druids. So, that's where we are at now. And I think for this stream, I want to see if we can get to the point where the quest for the Goblin Camp is taken care of. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to go and do. What you're playing with levels? Are you trying to get lots of XP like last time? Or are you focusing on magic items? For now, it's just experience. I mean, it's giving me experience and magical items too, like in general throughout the game. But really what I'm trying to do is maximize the experience gain without, or while minimizing combat. Speaking of which, I am all out of spell slots. I think I need to long rest. I'm trying to think of where we should, or where I should go next. And I think where I should go next is the Blighted Village. I think that makes the most sense so far. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna long rest though. And we all feel sick apparently. We don't like feeling sick.
I came just in time. You are
Hello.
transforming.
Oh, that looks... she looks really weird with the randomization
Your
I gave her.
salvation.
She kind of looks like
And
a
I'm here to save you
Frankenstein's orc.
Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. I will keep a fight for the...
Came to him in a dream. Yeah, she did come to me in a dream, indeed. Okay. Bro can switch runes for strength? Not entirely sure what runes you're talking about. Okay. I think I need to go... I think Warlock makes the most sense.
Fate, dost thou require a new...
Actually, first,
Can't risk being in open view. Want to
give me my
take,
gold back.
Want to choose. From your pocket to mine.
I will, in fact, never be an Elden Ring. I suck at Souls-like games, and I don't want to try to get good, so... yeah. I will never, in fact, be an Elden Ring. Or play Elden... Well, I don't know. I might play it again. I did play it once before. Got, like, 10 minutes through the tutorial, Realized game was way too hard, and I didn't want to get good, so I stopped. Yeah. I'm gonna blaspheme and not grab Eldritch Blast. Crazy. I know. I don't think any of these really matter. But I'll just go Hexblade, and none of these should matter. These, however, should. Oh, no, we can't go Warlock because... Well, no, I can get Deception Proficiency. Never mind, we can get Deception Proficiency. Oh, geez, I guess we're gonna have to just grab some stuff in Intelligence skills, even though I have shit Intelligence. Okay. So I want Warlock because their spell slots reset in a short rest, which is nice. And I just want access to invisibility in case I need to get out of anywhere because I have done a dumb. So that is the point of doing this. I think... Do I still need Disguise Self? I don't know if I still need Disguise Self right now. Yeah, it shouldn't matter that much. Okay, I want invisibility, and I want... Misty Step? I think Misty Step makes the most sense. So we will swap out Wrathful Smite for Misting and Stepping. The Goblin Camps? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. However, I think I've done everything I needed in order to like get through the Goblin Camps, at least like enter them without being attacked. So once you've entered the Goblin Camp for the first time, like without being attacked, and like are able to, you know, convince them to let you in, then you don't have to continue being disguised in order to go in. You can switch back. So I don't think we need Disguise Self anymore, but I'm just going to grab it, just because. I might be misremembering something that'll come up. Anyway, Blighted Village. Sorry. We're gonna go talk to these ogre guys. We're gonna hope that I don't get shafted doing so. Yeah. What's my plus 5 to these? I wish I could gain like advantage and guidance. Unfortunately, I don't think I have access to advantage and guidance right now. Hello, good sir.
Be you friend.
I bear no such brand right now. Shit! Seriously? Well, okay. I did the dumb, indeed. That is gonna make this much harder. That was a mistake. I totally thought that you could just... Man, that's embarrassing. Oh well. Are they gonna stay hostile toward? I guess they're just gonna stay hostile towards me. That is rough. I will slowly kill them some other way. All right. So the plan was to get them on my side, Because you can do some deception and dialogue checks to convince them to, like, help you attack and stuff. And I was going to use them to kill the gnolls that are up north, because those gnolls give a lot of experience, but there's a lot of them, and it'll be really hard for me to, like, try and solo that. Does it even allow you to bait a single enemy out one at a time? Theoretically, yes, you could. However, now that they're all hostile, it's going to be very hard, because if I'm going to engage any of them, they're all going to get into the fight, and at that point, it'll be really hard to single one out without getting the others to follow. However, with this fight, you can climb this ladder over here. And they can't climb the ladder. And so you can just sit up top here and sort of, like, peek in and out of cover and shoot these guys. So killing them won't be an issue. It's just I didn't want to kill them. I wanted them to be on my side. So that is unfortunate. I think at this point, though, at this point, ooh, first, big, strong potion. I am now big, and I am now strong. Oh, we can't go here yet. We have to go back to Blooded Village. Okay. I need to get the waypoint for a certain group, or actually the waypoint towards where Karlach is, because there's a very high cliff that we're going to take great advantage of. We love high cliffs. We're going to use high cliffs quite often. But first, we're gonna talk to Raphael, apparently.
Then
Hello, Devil Man. Nice decor, good sir.
Am
I don't really care.
Hope.
I don't know if we're gonna fight Raphael. I'm not gonna lie. I might attempt it. I might. Very big on the might. Very well could just ignore him completely. Granted, we're not gonna have to worry about that until Act 3. But just saying, fighting Raphael, probably not going to be a thing that happens. Perception failed. Perception my ass.
Always room for more.
There is a ring down here that is very good for
Let's have a look.
stealthing and sneaking and stuff. It gives +2 to stealth inside of hand and -1 to charisma. So don't equip this when talking to people. However, anytime you do a lockpick, absolutely equip it. Absolutely equip it. Okay, so this is the cliff we want to go to.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
Do you notice how high this cliff is? And we're going to be throwing people off the top of this house. How does BG handle attunement? Attunement just isn't a thing in this game. Magic items don't have, like, attunement slots. You just equip. It sort of works more like MMOs, I guess. You have uncommon, you have rare, very rare, and legendary items, and you can just equip however many you want. Like, you only get one per slot, obviously. So, like, you can only equip one helmet at a time. But even if all of your other equipment slots are filled with magic items, you can still equip more magic items. Okay, we have the waypoint for this now. Now we go back to Goblin Camp. So
Enjoy a drink in peace.
let's hope that I still know how to do this well. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. So I'm carrying Mr. Goblin Man. What we're gonna do is we're gonna teleport to the Risen Road. Notice I am still carrying Mr. Goblin Man. We're gonna bring Mr. Goblin Man all the way over yonder. We're gonna carry Mr. Goblin Man up the ladder. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to do throw. Nope. Yes. Okay. Go into turn-based mode. Actually, he's not gonna move, and he's he's still pissing off the side of the roof. We're gonna throw him all the way down. You can see that. We're gonna throw him all the way down here. Notice, I get experience. Notice, he dies.
My path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
And now we can loot his body. I wanted to kill him because he has Crusher's Ring, which just gives you an extra 3 meters movement speed. And I love myself an extra 3 meters movement speed. Especially because I'm a halfling and slow. Do I want to kill all of these goblins out here by throwing off a cliff?
Let's see what this
I could do
does.
that. Maybe. First, we're going to go to the inside of this camp and clear the entire thing out. I didn't go up there, game. First step of clearing out Goblin Camp is talking to True Soul Gut.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Nah.
Hello,
Priestess
Gut.
needs to touch you too. Hold. You ready? Brace yourself.
Hold out a hand.
As pay dark, the vision dissolves away.
What? Maybe I could help with that. With the
So what we want to do is we want to talk to her. You don't have to get the brand, but you want to talk to her, and she'll be like, "Hey, you need help," and then you accept help from her. Now, the only issue is that you can't do this if you are any form of elf, because she's going to attempt to put you to sleep, and elves cannot be put to sleep. And because she tries and fails, she gets hostile. So we're not an elf. Also, disguise self won't like get around this. So if you're at character creation, if you're any sort of elf, this just won't work no matter what. But I didn't make an
ready
elf,
to clear your head.
so yeah, I'm ready.
Don't want. There we
Psionic feelers creep across your mind.
Yep,
pounds.
get it out of me, dude. I'm ready.
So drink.
You recognize telltale flecks of werejackal
I
blood.
drink the potion.
Wakey, wakey. The Absolute wants to.
I was
And
abducted.
I'm
Heal
gonna
me.
keep you here so I can see.
You test the weight of the chains.
And then you want to preserve your strength. You don't want to succeed the checks.
Sorry.
And then lovely dwarf lady kills her for you.
This you can absorb its you're good.
Cool.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Stupid goblin.
What's
Fucking
in
idiot.
here?
You thought you could kill me? No.
Burned from the
Lamau.
inside out. Killed without a mark. Who the hell does she serve?
The fuck was that absorption? I ate a squid. That's what that was. These are the Mind Flayer tadpoles. They give you cool bonuses. So what we want is... we definitely want Ability Drain. And we definitely want Luck of the Far Realm. Well, I don't think we want that yet, actually. This is way less useful for me, just because enemies have so much health that one critical hit won't do a whole much of a difference. Hey, hello. Brain noodles feel good. Yeah, they do. However, we do want favorable beginnings, because ability checks don't get any harder with this challenge. So getting an additional bonus proficiency to the first ability check I make against a lot of NPCs, this will happen a lot. This is really nice to have. I don't know if we really care about Coal of the Week that much. Anyway, I don't have to use all these tadpoles just yet, so I can save them. The only ones that'll be super useful for us is Ability Drain, probably Shield of Thralls, and then there's some outer ones that'll be useful at, once we can get access to them. Ability Drain is really good. Basically what this does is when you hit, once per turn, when you hit a guy with an attack, you reduce the ability score that you use for the attack roll. So like if you attack with a bow, it would be dexterity. If you attack with a giant sword, it would be strength. You reduce that ability score on them by 1, once per turn. And sorry, I have to remember how this works. I am absolutely failing this. Okay, I'm not finding this totally. Yeah, so what you do is when you attack, make an attack roll, you reduce that ability score of theirs by 1. Happens once per turn. It's the reason why it's good is 1, because it's a condition that applies to them that stacks, and there are many things in the game that are like, when you apply a condition, also do this. So it procs those effects. And if you are attacking with dexterity, then you are reducing their dexterity each time you hit, and dexterity often determines AC. So you can actually reduce their AC. Assuming they're not like wearing heavy armor. If they're wearing heavy armor, it probably won't. It doesn't affect that because heavy armor isn't affected by AC. But in any other circumstance, that would work just fine. Now,
Softer than a whisper.
can I get a cool kill on this Minotaur?
By that.
He's really trying to kill this gate, and he is really not succeeding. I want him to get to like 5 or 6 health if I can. Okay. So now I'm going to attack, and assuming... Okay, I'm not going to take the rest. I want the experience. Cool.
Need to find a way forward.
Got the experience from that. Yeah, so this Minotaur always just kind of charges his gate. And so if you just wait for these little crystal things to shoot him, get him really low, then you can go into turn-based mode and steal the kill from them. And then after they're done with that, shoot this little moonstone here. And now those things disappear, and now they won't attack you when you go to leave. Pretty cool shit. What do you mean blocked? I'm what? Blocked by what? My ass? There we go. Okay. Perception failed. I'm just gonna beat it with a stick. Medium toughness. Okay, I need to not do that. I barely trust him with shape sorter. What is shape sorter? I'm sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions and I feel dumb. I am not understanding what you guys are saying in chat. Am I gonna die from this? Nope. Lamau. Okay. That chest is trapped, as you could tell, because I got exploded. I failed the perception check to notice the trap, so oh well. But that chest has luminous armor. I don't think I'll be using it this run at all. This is a very great set of armor. Basically what it does is whenever you deal radiant damage to a guy, it causes a radiant shockwave on them. The shockwave doesn't deal damage, but it applies radiating orb, which every stack of radiating orb gives that creature a -1 to their attack rolls. Very good, very strong thing to have. In search of the night song. Where's the... oh, lever's right here. Does Minotaur have anything? He does not have anything. Okay, now...
For me.
Jesus Christ, you guys. I'm sorry I don't understand your Elden Ring references.
This stuff is everywhere.
Valar Alluve. Can I pull the sword out of the stone? The answer in the past has oftentimes been, no, I can't. You're just talking shapes now. Okay, you guys aren't referencing Elden Ring anymore.
Slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
I'm good with shapes. I know shape. I think.
No matter how you grip
Okay,
or
that didn't work.
tug, the sword remains
Religion
firmly
check.
lodged in
Religion
the
check did not work. Okay. No
You
Valar
can't
Alluve for
recall
me.
anything this-
Unfortunate. I don't have Featherfall. Okay. Jump distance. Featherfall potion.
Should get
I'm gonna yeet myself over here. Like that.
Careful, gods. What's happening?
I'm not gonna get hit by this thing, am I? Okay, I can just jump over here.
More.
Your mind.
They're coming.
They're coming, guys. Oh no, watch out.
These
Better
creatures
not come.
did battle with Dwergar. At the ready.
Alright, since you guys are talking about shapes, what's your favorite shape? Hmm? Which one?
You are swallowed by a chorus of you see it.
Polycule.
State your purpose.
The parasite is quiet. Then the persist.
Hmm. Let me look up polycule. That. Yeah. Okay. That's funny. A network of... This is AI overview, so this might be totally wrong. A network of people connected through polyamorous or consensual non-monogamous relationships. Lamau. That's not a shape, ding-dong. We're in Underdark now. Underdark has good stuff. There is this lady over here has a shit husband.
You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
And she has items. And these items are pretty good. She also sells strength elixirs, which is nice. As well as invisibility potions. Also nice. Do I actually want anything from her right now, though? I don't think I need anything from her. Besides the invisibility potions. I do want those. And the jumping ring. Give me. Thank you. Have a nice day. While we're here, let's go talk to Spore Man. Sovereign Spaw.
What is the creature doing to those corpses?
I sense your resolve. The Dwerga seek a no. You do the circle
The sovereign says no.
Okay.
Don't.
She'll need an antidote soon.
Give her antitoxin.
Why are you helping me? But Cole's got. I got away, but not the others.
Okay. She gave us some boots. I think. Yes. Wait, where are the boots? Up here. Okay. These are good. It basically just gives you... Click heals is just dash, bonus action. So you have a bonus action dash with these. They're really nice to have. I think they proc effects that proc on dash. I don't know that for certain, however. I cannot say for sure if they proc on dash effects.
A camp. Looks abandoned.
Camp looks abandoned. I can assure you, Mr. Halfling Man, Mr. I soloed your mom. I honestly forgot the name I gave this guy. It is not abandoned, but we will not be looking through the camp just yet. We'll go to camp later. For now, we are going to go to the Arcane Tower. So, Arcane Tower also has items that I want.
Ground. Better watch out.
But it also has these giant fucking turrets. And that's what invisibility is for. Do 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 do.
Why here?
How have your guys' days been? What you guys been up to? This where you died last time? No. No. Tell you how my day's gone so far. I haven't done a whole lot. Played some Civilization earlier. Civilization 7. They just came out with a new update. Redoing the celebration system, which is really cool. Looks fun. I was having a good time. I wanted to go for a science game. I got into the second age, and there were some enemy, or some of the other civs were kind of competing against me in terms of power. And I wanted to attack some of them, mainly because not only were they competing with me in power, but they had cities in places that I wanted to settle, because they were bitches. And I realized that the two guys I wanted to attack the most were allies with people, and that I did not want to be at war with. I declared war anyway. Turns out that was a mistake, so that was fun. No, I want a lockpick. Actually, I don't have to lockpick. I have a stick. Why lockpick when stick? Oh, what are you weak to? Slashing. I have a slashing weapon. I have a slashing weapon. Get slashed, idiot.
That's curious.
Well, glad to hear that your day went well. Very hot in the plant. 9 hours in a 100-degree room sounds like actual hell. It was still hot in my apartment, but thankfully my AC still worked pretty well, so I wasn't like dying or anything. But I did take today off, so that was nice. I took a nap as well. The nap was nice. It's supposed to start cooling down this week, which is good. It needs to cool down. Is there something that I forgot to do? Okay, these turrets are deactivated. Good. Okay. I thought they weren't for a second.
Give it a shot.
Almost had heat stroke. That's not good. We don't want that. This chest has an anti-magic field on it. Or it's magically, sorry, it is magically, clouded. And if you have one of these Susur flowers that was from this tree down here, and walk next to it, it breaks the thing. And this has boots that lets you cast Featherfall at will, which is amazing. And then, earlier I went, when I put one of the flowers in that little furnace thing down there, it deactivates these sentries, and you can smack the sentries for experience. Boots with the fur? I do believe these boots, in fact, have fur. They do not have fur. I lied. Get tricked. Haha.
traps, please.
Okay, important thing to note. You want to read some of these papers. I forget which one is the actually like important one. Yeah, I forget which one is the important one. I think it's the Roads to Darkness and the Torn Out Paper are the two ones you need to read. Because when you go up to here, ooh, before, in case anything goes wrong, short rest for my spell slots back. Because when you talk to Bernard,
You know these words. They
you have to recite the poem that you read.
Very...
That's the password.
His hand.
And I leveled up because I'm so cool. Okay, now we're gonna grab the blast. I think we go Dagger Cloud? And alert, for sure alert. Alert will be very important in this run. It basically guarantees that I will always go first in combat. And we need to always go first in combat because if we don't, we will most likely die. Also, over here, there is a Stool of Hill Giant Strength. First. There is a Stool of Hill Giant Strength. Bop it. Now you have a Club of Hill Giant Strength. So for whatever reason, we want to have a different elixir. So the elixir that I'm using right now is the Hill Giant Strength elixir. So that's our strength of 21. Really good. We can only have one elixir at a time. If you want a different one for any reason, we can equip this, and our strength just becomes 19. So slightly worse than the strength elixir. Also does take a primary, or does take our weapon slot. But we get access to another elixir. So really, it just depends on what you're looking for. It is, in fact, pretty goated. We are level 4 now. I don't know if there's anything that we could do at level 4 easier. Oh. Get touched.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
There we go. Sweet, sweet experience. Okay. Survival. I think now we go to Goblin Camp and actually get rid of Goblin Camp and stuff like that. Because I need more experience now. So Gut is dead. We have killed Gut. However, there are still plenty more guys that are not dead. We would like them to be dead. Also, We're gonna strip. Cliff method? Cliff method indeed. We're gonna talk to this guy first. He is
You recognize
sadist? I think
Are
sadist
you
is the one where
also
they
here
like
to
inflicting pain.
assist with pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Forgive me, but that look in your eye. Please, let me.
this man is of common stock.
All right.
Simply. Yes.
He's going to whip me with some stuff, and this gives us a permanent buff. So we absolutely want to do this.
The pain you suffer will cleanse you.
You don't want to hold back the cries. You want to perform or intimidate. And if you don't have any sort of armor on, then you get a bonus to these rolls.
Wonderful. Just wonderful.
He really likes this.
That's it. Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you.
Will he attack me one more time? He does. Okay.
I am proud.
Okay, so we have Leviatar's Love. While we have 30% or fewer hit points, I get a +2 bonus to attack rolls and wisdom saves. Don't know how often we'll be making use of that, but it's good to have, especially the wisdom saves part. I'm just going to heal back up. We are also going to free Volo.
Something's on my mind.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. What's it to ya?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I would like this man for myself. Give me the man. To always have it up for... Could you damage yourself to always have it up for saves? Yes, you could. Damaging yourself is not as easy in this game. You could... It's basically just like walk through fire. I also don't have party members to smack me. So, that's the unfortunate part.
I'm in no hurry to take my turn on that spit out front. Though, we mustn't
Leave. Go to my camp. Alright, Gribbo. Where'd you go? I don't know where she went. So we're going to... That's help. Do this method. I grab the man. Is it easier if I shove? Apparently not.
Out of sight. Out of...
Okay. Can I shove him now? Yes.
Don't mind if I do.
I don't know if I want to attempt that, though. I think I want to just attempt another throw. Cool. Off the map you go.
They should all be running.
Grab these guys now.
What are they delaying for? Can't we just swarm the forest?
Come on. Get picked up. Nope. Improvised weapon. There we go.
Certainly won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what
You're being arrested for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
That's unfortunate. Brother.
If your intention was to make things worse, you certainly succeeded. Gold may have made your problem go away.
Go fuck yourself, dude. I said I would be able to throw him off of the fucking cliff. Get off. Bye. Fuck you.
Very well.
91% chance to shove, and I apparently can't shove. No, it did shove. It just said it would shove down the cliff, and then it didn't shove down the cliff. Lamau. Yeah, this is how we're getting a lot of experience for, like, a long time. Grabbing these people and throwing them down cliffs. And apparently, I cannot grab this lady for the life of me. There we go. Why is she here? Fuck you, Zerga.
All right, time to skulk about. Carefully now.
Okay, I'm not gonna risk a shove. Just gonna throw. I'm not being arrested, actually.
How much further can I go?
Shut up. How many normal fights do you expect in this run? Definitely. We're definitely gonna have normal fights. It just won't happen for a long while, unfortunately. I think my first normal fight is probably going to be. Oh, jeez. Near. In the Underdark. And we were actually relatively close to the area. For that fight, I'm going to have to convince some people to join me for the fight. Watch as two sides fight each other. And then pick off any stragglers. That's how that fight's going to go. Apparently, I do not have the timing for this anymore. Jesus Christ, dude. Is this lady covered in fucking butter or something? I can't pick her up. There we go. Good gods. Down the hole.
Being a
It's been a while since I've done this trick consistently, so I am definitely rusty with it. What if you hurt someone? Sorry. Anybody got 4th of July plans? No, it's coming up this weekend. I don't plan on doing anything. I was thinking about calling some people, or hanging out with some people, but I don't think I'm gonna end up doing anything. It's totally fine. However, I do have a D&D game, so assuming that doesn't get canceled again, because obviously it's 4th of July weekend, and it might get canceled. But we've had that canceled for like 4 weeks in a row, so I hope it doesn't get canceled again. Crazy work. Throwing people off cliffs is crazy work. Yeah. Just talking about plans. 4th of July. Literally no idea. Totally fine. I haven't done 4th of July stuff in a long while. I don't think. I don't know when the last time was that we actually, like, did stuff for 4th of July. Am I a God Bless American? Are you a God Bless American? I don't know. Ma'am. Get on my back. I'll carry you to the Promised Land. The Promised Land being chasm number 4. And down the hole. Okay, that's this room cleared out. Now we got these rooms over here to clear out.
At least give me a sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining!
Sucks, bro. Get pushed. These goblins got no chill. And neither do I. Down the cliff with all your friends. There's gonna be a whole party down there. Oh, that's where they are. Okay. There are 2 guards here, and sometimes they don't appear, and I always wonder, like, why they don't appear. It's because they were the ones that were up there just talking to that prisoner guy. Didn't realize these are the same dudes. Sir, I'd like to pick you up. Thank you. We didn't clear out this room. I missed a guy. Oh, no. Oh, well. I'll just grab them later. Join all of your friends. I've been watching some more anime recently. Just finished up what's been released so far for My Dress Up Darling. Never thought I would enjoy a show like that. It's a like slice of life type show about like high schoolers who are into cosplay. It was really interesting. Usually I'm more into is it shonen is what it's called, I believe. It was a really good show. Sono Bisco Doll, love that manga, dude. Is that from the show? Or is that what the manga is actually called? Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not a big manga reader, but I do like anime. So, okay. Yeah, it was really good though. I really enjoyed it. Did you end up like reading the whole thing? Also, where the fuck is this last goblin? Nice. Nice. How much the manga got tired of rushing it, a rushed ending? Oh, that sucks. That's unfortunate. How far along in, or did you watch the show as well? Watch season 1? Okay. I was wondering how far along into the manga that show got into. But I think there is another season in development, or trying to get approval for development, actually, I think is technically what's going on with it right now. Love is War is pretty good, like slice of life rom-com. Oh, I might enjoy that. Is that? I mean, can I assume that like? Can I assume that basically every anime is on Crunchyroll? So I didn't watch. I did not watch the My Dress Up Darling on Crunchyroll. I'd watched that on Netflix, but I did get Crunchyroll because I was gonna see if there was any more season on there. There wasn't, and I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen actually on Crunchyroll. 3 to 4 seasons. Manga's over now, and the manga's also very good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. I heard Jujutsu Kaisen was also pretty good. And it looked both interesting and not, at least from like the description of it, or like the little summary that it gives you to like try and hook you in. But I'm actually liking it so far. I didn't realize that Jujutsu Kaisen is where the like domain expansion thing came from. I saw I don't know, it was a meme I saw a while ago, where the main character, I already forgot his name. I don't remember names from anime characters at all. I am so bad at it. But the main character is fighting Kermit the Frog. And Kermit the Frog basically like fucking destroys him, and it's hilarious. It was a funny meme. I like funny meme. Hello, good sir. Can I throw you like over here? I can. Get yeeted! Lamau. Your circle glasses are from Gojo? Oh, nice. Nice.
I'm liable to smash your face if you go casting aspersions.
So I've watched a bit of anime. Mainly like some of the more, I guess, more popular ones. The first anime I ever watched was Sword Art Online, which people say is like not the best. And at the time, because I think I was like 14 when I first watched it, 13 or 14, I was like, I don't know why people don't like this, because I thought it was really good. And then I watched other animes, and then realized, okay, well, Sword Art Online is like kind of iffy. But I think my favorite anime I've ever watched has to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That show was just so fucking amazing. Such a good show. I first watched like the original Full Metal Alchemist that came out in like I think originally came out in like 2003 or something. And watched that. I stopped watching that at some point, but then heard that Brotherhood was actually better because it followed the manga to a T, because the first show caught up with the manga and started producing stuff faster than what the manga was producing, and sort of kind of went off track. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was really good. Really loved that show. Should have watched Trigun. What's it about? What's Trigun about?
A scrying eye. Best not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. All they gotta do is light up a powder and burn.
I've also watched Seven Deadly Sins. I think that was like the first really big anime I got into. On Netflix. First 2 seasons of that were also amazing. The rest of the seasons, I think story-wise were still fine. But the animation quality dropped a ton because they switched animation studios between the second and third seasons. And the new animation studio was not nearly as good in terms of their animation style. I heard someone nickname the show 7 Deadly Frames afterwards, and they're not wrong. It was hilarious, the quote. But yeah, they would go into like the fight scenes, and it was not, they were not animated at all. There was one fight scene where it's literally just like 2 people in a pose, like in the same pose, like they're not moving at all. The screen is shaking. You can hear the sound of metal clashing. Yeah, it was not the best. Not as good as an understatement. Yeah, it really fell off a cliff. And I was very upset because it was the first one I really got into. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, yes, that one was also really good. Loved Edge Runners. Oh my god, that show was so good. I do like that they had the balls to end it the way they did. But I also wish they didn't end it like that, just because I wanted more of the show. You know? Like, I love the show so much. I wanted more of it, and I was upset that like we're not going to get more of at least that specific story.
The scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
Season 2 comes out this month? Oh! Hold on. I didn't know that. What does, who does Season 2 follow? Is it like a new protagonist, or is it just following some of the other protagonists from the first season? Because I know, I mean, obviously, main character, you know, dies. But, yes to which one? Sorry. Are they new characters, or an epilogue? Okay. New characters. Okay, cool. All right. I know that. I will definitely check that out. I'll have to see if that is on Crunchyroll as well. Because I watched it originally on Netflix, and I no longer have Netflix. Okay, this is Minthara. She is an important character. Really cool. You can recruit her as companion. She is, if you want, like, an evil playthrough, she is your queen to romance. However, we're not going to throw her off the cliffs, because if you throw her off of the cliffs in here, you can't loot their body. And I want to loot her body. So we're going to teleport her to Risen Road. Do you think Cyberpunk had to kill its characters, or at least have a baddish ending to really hit the themes of Cyberpunk? That's fair. That's fair, I suppose. I also, at some point, I do need to actually finish Cyberpunk the game. I have I have it. I've downloaded it so many times. I've like made quite a few like starting saves. Anthara, what the fuck? Did you just disappear on me? She just poofed out of existence. Well, God damn it. Playing and downloading Netflix tonight for a weekend thing? Nice. Doing a, like, marathon? Is it, what would you call it? A watch-a-thon? Is that what you'd call it? I forgot the train of thought I was on before doing the Minthara thing. I know we were talking about, oh, downloading Cyberpunk. Okay. Thank you. You got me back to my train of thought. Yeah. I've played Cyberpunk quite a few times. Never finished the game, though. I've only, like, gone through, like, actually finished Act 1 once. I never continued it from that point. And I need to at some point. Because the world is really, really cool. I also have a Cyberpunk book that I bought that I want to read. I just want to read in general. But, man, doom scrolling is so easy to do. So, I have a bunch of books on my bookshelf that I have not read yet that I need to read. That I want to read. Okay. Minthara, you're not going to leave me this time. Not Goblin Camp. I mean, I guess I can carry the queen on the Goblin Camp. That'd be hilarious, but... Deleted Instagram because of doom scrolling? Yeah. That's fair. I should probably do the same. I don't know. I feel like if I delete Instagram, though, I'm just going to go onto Reddit or YouTube. Like, I'm not going to uninstall YouTube. There's too many people that I watch that I, like, generally enjoy watching on YouTube, but I also just still need to watch less of it. And I probably should get off of Reddit, too. I do like looking at Reddit posts, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to sit there looking at Reddit posts all freaking day. Okay. You're not leaving me this time. Off the cliff.
I want to have all dead. Seems these true souls have their limits.
The algorithm there is less built on doom scrolling. It's more like, hey, interesting thing. Which one? Reddit or YouTube? And regardless, I mean, I agree regardless. Also, I didn't get experience for that. What the fuck?
There's a malefic parasite in that corpse.
Why no experience?
You should take a look.
So Minthara, what she has, really she has 3 magic items on her. The important one are these boots. So when you cast a spell that requires concentration, you gain momentum for a turn. Momentum just increases movement speed. Cool, but it's not the thing that it's not the big part of these boots. The big part is the second part, where when you're concentrating, you can't be knocked prone or moved against your will. That is incredibly good. The reason why I died the first time is because I got moved against my will. If I had these boots on, that probably would not have happened. But Minthara is dead. That's cool. That's good. I was at the Risen Road already. Shit. Goblin Camp. So, for this area, for the whole Goblin camp in general, your objective is basically, there's a giant quest line between the Goblin camp and the Emerald Grove. And you have to decide, do I side with the Tieflings in the Emerald Grove, or do I side with the Goblins? We're siding with the Tieflings. Generally, you get access to more stuff if you side with the Tieflings. There's like another extra quest or two they have access to, and a few magic items that you would miss out if you sided with the Goblins. So that's how we're doing that. But in order to do that, you have to kill the Goblin leaders. And you have to kill. There's 3 of them. You have to kill 3 of them. Priestess Gut was the first one. She died by that dwarf lady that came and saved us. Then Thar was the second, so we just killed her. Third one that we have to kill is named what's his name? Dror Ragslin. When you go hostile with him, the entire camp, all the goblins become hostile. So you want to save. You want to do everything. You can kill the other 2 leaders just fine. But you want to save killing him until you've done everything that you want to do in the goblin camp. What genre of books do you like? What themes do they have? I don't really have like a genre at the moment. I think the books I've read the most have... I guess I don't even know what you'd... I guess I don't even really know that much. I like fantasy. Like, I'm a huge nerd. Like fantasy stuff, D&D, RPGs. So obviously fantasy is a big thing for me. I think one of my favorite books I've ever read was called Blackout. I think the author, if I remember his name, was Robinson Wells. Is that what it is? Yeah, Blackout by Robinson Wells. Basically, it's about some... it takes place in, like, the modern world, today's time. What happens is there's a disease that goes around, and I believe it doesn't like, affect adults at all. But teenagers that get infected with it essentially get superpowers. And the superpowers are random and also have strange side effects. So there's an example, like one girl in the book, I think she emits like pheromones or something. Basically, people really, really like her and kind of just do whatever she says because she's super, super pretty. However, one of their side effects was, I think it was like liver failure. I don't think she ends up dying in the book, and she's only like, she's a very minor character. She's just like passively mentioned in the back. But like she has to stop using her powers because of liver failure. As like a 15 or 16-year-old. One of the main characters from the book can go invisible, but not in like light literally passes through them. The book explains it as like she is able to trick the brain of people to just ignore her presence. And there's like one scene where she's going down a hallway with a bunch of guards, and there's a guy on a camera like watching the whole thing happen, like talking to the guards like, she's right in front of you, you can't freaking see her, or something like that. And the guards are like, there's no one, we can't see anybody. However, her side effect for that is just that she gets really tired. She can't do it for a super long time. She gets fatigued. That's her side effect. It's really cool. Really enjoyed it. There's a sequel to it. I know I started the sequel. I don't know if I finished the sequel. Sequel was, from what I remember, good. Not as good as the first, but still enjoyed it. I read that in high school at some point. There's another book I read in high school. I don't know the name of it, which is unfortunate. I don't know who it's by, but basically, from what I remember, there's like a group of kids. I don't know if they're like taken for an experiment, or they're kidnapped, or something. But they're taken to this like facility, and they're trapped in said facility. And throughout the whole first book, it's like trying to figure out like why are they there and how do they escape. It's a very like stupid, or that was a very shit way of explaining the book. But I honestly can't remember what it was called, or like the main sort of parts of the book. That one I liked though because it was like very mysterious, and there was an element of like the different the people who were all trapped like turning on each other for whatever reason. I forget, but also a good book. I'll try and figure out what the name of it was. Last time I tried this challenge, I did not kill all of these goblins outside of the camp. Missed out on some experience, sure, but I honestly remember why I didn't, because, man, this is tedious doing. It is so tedious trying to murder all these guys by throwing them off a freaking cliff. But it's better than trying to fight them all at once when they have an extra 500 hit points, an extra bunch of actions and bonus actions, so. The Kama Sutra. You enjoy the Kama Sutra, huh? There was actually, distantly related. I took a religions class in college called Comparative Religions. It basically talked about many of the major religions of the world. So we talked about Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Confucianism, Taoism. I think those are like the big ones that were discussed, and then a much smaller religion that not many people know about, Zoroastrianism. Anyway, but my professor was talking about a story from when he went to India, and there was like a temple that he went to, that he visited, and it was to one of the Hindu gods, and it was like a god of like fertility or sexuality or something. And there was apparently like a little young boy passing out porno mags to people, and he entertained them by like he bought one of the magazines from him and just be like, sure, whatever, I'll go and buy it. But I thought that was funny. You mentioned in the Kama Sutra, maybe, or brought that to mind. It was a really interesting class though. I learned a lot. Obviously, like, it was a few years ago at this point, so a lot of it I've forgotten. But what I enjoyed about it was learning about how the, like, different religions of the world are, like, their stories are connected to one another. So I think, like, he talked about how, many different religions have, like, a world serpent creature. Like, Norse mythology has Jormungandr, the world serpent, but there's also a world serpent creature and story in Hinduism and Roman mythology, but I know he mentioned that it's in Hinduism and Norse mythology and others. And the reason why is because that story originated from a previous religion, and I think it originated from Zoroastrianism, but it might have originated from another, like, what would you call it? Not native religion. It's another like pagan type religion. And that story got adopted into other religions. And many stories are like that. The like flood story from the Bible also appears or has a very similar thing in a bunch of other religions. It's just really cool. Indigenous religion, that might be it. Yeah. Maybe. I don't feel like indigenous religion makes as much sense for what I'm trying to talk about, but I'll have another better word for it.
Keen's rest.
It was quite a hard. I mean, okay, it was hard and not hard. The course, that religions course. There was no homework, no like, well, yeah, big thing, no homework. There was also no in-class assignments they had to do. It was all just lecture and discussion was the whole class. He also had a very strict attendance policy. You got 3 absences that you can use. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. And every absence thereafter, whatever your final grade was for the class, every absence after the 3rd, he would drop your grade by a whole letter grade. Which was insane. That's like a 10% overall grade deduction per absence after the 3rd. And the only, like, things that he counted for, or that he would take as, like, an excused absence that wouldn't count against the 3 that you had was, like, military service, I think, jury duty, and if you had a school event. Those are the only 3 things. He was like, nothing else will count. Don't care what it is. Nothing else counts for an excused absence. He specifically said, I don't care, like, if your mom is dying or you have your grandma's funeral to go to, doesn't matter. Not an excused absence. I was like, damn. This guy's a bitch. But it's also sometimes really hard to sit and lecture because it was for an hour and 15 minutes. 15-minute lecture of just him straight talking, and there were definitely a few times where I fell asleep in class. There was definitely a few times where I fell asleep in class. But then for tests, the only thing that was graded was tests. That was it. And I think there were 3 or 4 exams. And what he would do is, like, the class before the exam, he would basically, like, have a study guide. He'd prepare a study guide. Show the study guide to the whole class, go over every single question on the study guide, and tell you the answers to each of the questions. And he would say, there's like maybe 15 questions on the study guide, and these are, however, like all like essay questions, like 15 essay questions they have to kind of memorize the answers for. And then he says, study all these. I will pick 5 at random to throw on the test. Which was, you know, there's good and bad to that. Obviously, you don't have to, like, know every single thing in order to be able to, you know, do good on the test. However, you should, because you don't know what is and is not going to be on the test. Anything that isn't on the test, you didn't have to study for, right? That's the thing I don't like about that system. Yeah, that was cool. Can I shove you?
You're being arrested for assault.
I try to talk my way out of the fucking... Oh, this game. I should pay more attention. God damn it, man. God freaking damn it.
Don't want to draw any attention. A knife in the dark.
Can I Misty Step out? I want to Misty Step out, but I don't know if I can. I mean... Shit, I can't fast travel. No.
Any attention right now.
Stay stealthed. Stay stealthed. There's all my shit.
One day I'll catch a break.
Bye-bye. I've escaped. Oh no. That was a dumb mistake. Okay. Let's not do that again.
Time to get going.
Hex weapon? Yeah, I was surprised that my weapon wasn't equipped for me, because since it's bound to me, it shouldn't have been able to have that happened. But oh well. That's weird. Okay, how does this have to work? I'm gonna look up on the wiki real fast, this dialogue encounter, because it's very important that we do this correctly. Beat the goblins. That's what I have to look for. Okay. Okay, so we need a good wisdom check and persuasion check. First,
That's a friendly looking shadow.
First, I think that I want to go grab the rest of these goblins off from the camp. Are any of them hostile? Specifically, is the guy that I tried to push hostile? Doesn't really look like it. That's good. Yeah, he's not hostile. Okay. Attempt 2. I've been warned? Oh no! I'm gonna throw you off again. And this time I'll succeed. And not be a dumbass. Off the fucking... This guy's a real piece of shit. Finally, dude. Good lord. Okay. What else is still here that needs to be thrown off a cliff? I think... I can't pick that guy up. I can't pick up Bugbear. Bugbear too heavy.
What do you call a
These guys are kids and won't give me experience. But This guy is not a kid, and thus will give me experience if I throw him off a map. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 does not like it when you attack children, and thus they do not engage you in combat, and they reward no experience from killing them. So, no kill kid. It is quite cool. I think Divinity, which is the game that came out before this one from the same company, I think Divinity is the same way, but I'm not for certain. I am not for certain. Just gonna pick you up from your chair. And throw off a cliff. Bye-bye. Warlock Tud. Warlock Tud, you are mine now. Yeet. Okay, what should we talk about next? Anybody have anything cool they wanna discuss? We were talking about anime earlier, I know that. Some other shows that I watched on Netflix that I really enjoyed. Scrolling Reddit now. Yeah, fair. One of the shows that I really enjoyed that I got really upset by once like between seasons was The Witcher. Witcher was looking to be such a good show, and it was. I really enjoyed it. Looking at the subreddit r/trans too. Nice. Witcher was a really good show, I think, for the first 3 seasons. And obviously Henry Cavill, great actor. He is my main crush. Never seen Witcher. I would recommend the first 3 seasons, or the first 2 seasons. I think it's 3 though. The 3 seasons when Henry Cavill plays Geralt. And he said that he would play Geralt, assuming that the producers were gonna stay true to the books. And apparently season 4, the producers were drifting too far away from the books, and so he was like, "All right, I'm not gonna do this anymore," so he stopped. And they have a season 4, maybe a season 5, but I know they have a season 4, and they replaced it with a different actor. And honestly, I don't even care to watch it. I have no idea if season 4 is good or not, no idea. But I'm just not watching it because I like Henry Cavill that much, and I'm upset that he's not doing it anymore. What's my next plan? Oh wait, I still got a few more goblins outside to kill. Sorry. I'm being very indecisive with what I do. I apologize. I don't want to kill the traitor yet, Well, am I gonna buy anything from him anymore?
I got stuff if you got coin.
Potions.
Get moved. Keep that bird away from the merchandise.
Come on, buddy. There we go. Yeah. Mainly what I just need is consumables. I have plenty of consumables at this point, but it's always nice to have more. Never know how many I'll need. Oh, didn't you have to, like, make a check to throw him because he's my friend? Nice. I didn't know that was a thing. More guys back here. I did not realize it would take this long to throw out people off of cliffs. Good God, it's taking forever.
Lines is boring.
Stop fidgeting.
If it'd take 20 health potions, probably just be dead at that point. Honestly, fair. Fair point. If I'm in a position where I have to take that many health potions, you're probably right. At least right now. Oh, right. I passed a check from those guys earlier, so none of those guys are going to give me experience. Okay. Never mind. They can live. Time for the rest of the camp. So, I think taking any damage usually means to take a lot. Yeah. We're going to take some damage once we actually get into combat, just because at some points, enemies are going to hit through my AC, no matter how high my AC gets. But it still should be like not enough to where it really matters that much. What's turning away from fighter or druid on the run? Having so many health potions, a tanking class might be good. Fighter's good for damage, absolutely. But they don't have access to spells, or the good spells that I want to use. Druid doesn't have extra attack, so that's answer for those at least. The classes I'll probably be using the most are going to be Warlock and Bard for certain. Probably Ranger and Rogue once I get to the point where I can actually do combat. I might do Fighter at the very end. Paladin, no. Their smites are going to be too expensive. People don't die fast enough to where I feel like smites are worth it. So the damage is going to be too I feel like the damage that Paladins deal is way too costly. I don't want to have to use that many spell slots just to kill one guy.
My condition is worsening again.
Give Gale a magical artifact. You can have this.
It is somehow the second artifact hasn't. I'm not. Thank you.
Does detect thoughts? Is it a wisdom check or an intelligence check that you use to probe people? Oh, it says intelligence or... Despite the tooltip saying the spell uses either intelligence or wisdom, only the creature's intelligence is used, even if wisdom is higher. Okay, so I want intelligence when I use this skill. Good to know. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be shit. This is gonna be rough. Okay. Oh, Mr. Volo.
I was just settling in. Well, the druid Halson here. That. Tell me.
That's quite impossible.
As there's not a tent, isn't it? Oh.
Okay. Mr. Man. Mr. Man. Okay.
Dost thou require...
Change class. I need to be Bard. We want to be Bard. Bard up in this bitch. Bard up in this house. Let's go with friends. Long strider. That. You don't need that. Okay, so I want... This might be dumb, but we're going to dump Constitution. Never dump Constitution in D&D, but we're going to dump Constitution. I want Wisdom. This is going to be so scuffed. Oh, this is going to be so scuffed. Do I... I'm risking it. Okay, I need to have a good score of all of these in order for this next check. And I'm just going to hope and pray that we don't get into combat and I go first. Actually, I will go first because I will grab alert. So that will be fine. And all of those should be fine. Okay. Yep. -1 con is blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy, but I'm doing it. I'm gonna grab that. We're gonna replace this with invisibility. We're gonna grab College of Swords. Go dueling. We're gonna go definitely Deception. Deception and Persuasion. We're gonna grab Mage Hand. We're gonna grab Featherfall. Trade that out. Trade this out for... Calm Emotions, I think? Sure. And Alert. Okay. No, not Heat Metal. What we need to do for this fight is first, apparently I need to take off medium armor because I can't equip it. Did I grab everything from Minthara? Did I seriously forget to grab for chestplate? Two very different directions, us two? Yes. Apparently very different directions. Did I seriously forget her chestplate? I legit did not grab her chestplate. Okay, well. Taking a trip to Minthara's corpse real fast. So the reason why I want literally all of these skills is because I need an intelligence check for detect thoughts. I need to make a passive wisdom check. And in case all goes to shit, I don't know if I can make a persuasion check, but in case I can, I want persuasion. Which means I need charisma. So, yeah. Again, let's hope combat doesn't happen. Give me your armor. Look at that armor. So sex. I can't use shields either. Fuck. Okay. I also... Oh, hold on. Is my detect thoughts on a... Wait. Do I have a detect thoughts or a detect thoughts scroll? No. They do not. Okay. That's rough. Can I perhaps get a detect thought scroll? I did not grab the spell detect thoughts because I didn't think, because I had this amulet and then realized that I also don't have guidance. And there is an amulet that gives guidance, but obviously I cannot have two amulets at once. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Could you switch between? I don't know if you can switch between equipments that give you spells like this in dialogue. You can, like, if you have the equipments already on you, you can switch between the spells mid-dialogue, yes, but I don't think you can swap equipment mid-dialogue.
Need anything else?
So you have
Of
a
course, but
scroll
please,
detect thoughts.
remember,
He does! Thank you. Dimension door? At level 4? Mine. Give. I also have not gone up here yet, which I was actually trying to do yesterday, and then forgot to once I drank my potion. Or not yesterday, last time I streamed, Monday. I think I'm going to try and do streaming on Monday and Thursday. I was going to do Monday, Tuesday, but I have a thing I do every other Tuesday, so I'll just make it easier Monday and Thursday.
Open up.
That might be worth a look.
I should get experience for walking up here, right? Thought I did. Also, I don't need your damn candle. Okay. What do you do? Sorry, what was that in relation to? I lost my train of thought. Oh, every other Tuesday. I have, so, coworker stuff. My coworkers and I hang out every other Tuesday. Originally it was Magic Night, so every other Tuesday we do Magic Night. Started playing Magic earlier this year. They have taught me about Magic and stuff. Actually, I just got a new deck. Whenever we've been playing, I've been borrowing decks from my coworkers because I'd never had a deck of my own, and I didn't really know what I wanted, so I didn't really buy anything. So instead, I just kind of played whatever they had, trying out their stuff. Mainly just one of my coworkers. Super big into Magic, so he has a bunch of decks. But one of my coworkers earlier this week actually gifted me a Magic deck. So this is a red-blue Spellslinger type deck. This is a Commander deck, so Commander uses a 100 card format, where every card in the deck has to be unique, so no copies, no duplicates of anything, and you designate one card to be your commander, and the commander is a card that is not like part of your deck. You can basically draw it whenever you want or play it whenever you want, paying the mana cost for it. And the colors of your commander dictate the colors of the deck. So the commander that I would use is a red-blue commander. So the cards in my deck can only be red or blue cards. I cannot put white, black, or green cards in my deck. But she has a thing, Rutha, Mastering the Moment. She's an Orc Sorcerer, red-blue, and then 2 more mana, 3/4 card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, you create an XX blue and red elemental creature token with flying and haste. X is the greatest mana value among instant and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. Basically, I cast a bunch of spells before combat, and then when combat initiates, the highest cost spell that I cast, I summon a creature with stats equal to that mana cost, and it flies into someone and bops them in the face. Is basically what it does. Really cool. Haven't had a chance to play it yet because I just got it this week. Anyway, there's that rant. So originally it was every other week Magic Night, and then now it's every other week, alternate between Magic Night and D&D Night, where I host the D&D game. Okay, I need to concentrate though. I think I'm good on the guidance. I have my Detect Thought scroll. Is it a passive check that I need to, Actually. Advantage is gonna be better than, the D4. So I'm gonna actually cast this on myself. Owl's Wisdom gives me advantage on wisdom checks.
The hobgoblin, you taste the visions, the elves.
Well,
He doesn't.
you ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This
Think this is it?
Flare's build is smaller. It's get it too
Absolute says that we find who.
You suddenly feel the artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the abs.
Then take it.
You read aloud. The hideous corpse rises.
Okay, so
Tentacles
in order to do this,
writhing.
you have to, 1, convince Dror Raglan to let you speak to the guy. And 2, you need to not click this one. Do the other options. Okay, so don't click this one, and I think this one will probably prompt a skill check from you because he'll be suspicious about why you asked this question.
Raglan scowls, shocked by a question you shouldn't have asked. And a jolt shoots through. The creature speaks in visions. A control panel.
I saw it too. Get on the hunt. They know something.
Why were the Gith chasing that?
You
Why are the
see
Gith chasing
dark
the ship?
tunnels lit by noxious. The sky splits open and nautiloids pop.
What in the?
Suspicion floods Raglan's mind. Your brain howls as you consider your final question.
Oh, damn. Okay. I guess we have to do this one, because like, I cannot choose the who killed.
You see an image. Curved drow blades. You see other mind flayers arranged. Raglan's mind rages. You have asked.
You're no true soul.
Oh, shit. Okay, I can detect thoughts, or I can just do this giant persuasion check right here. I didn't read the part on the wiki where it said persuasion check or detect thoughts. Okay, that would have made this a whole lot easier. I'll just do persuasion check. Yeah, absolutely persuasion check.
Yeah. Yeah.
The corpse collapsed.
No. No. Riddles. All of it. No answer. That damn seems. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Praise.
Cool. All right.
Seeking a weapon. I wonder if they mean that.
Got that done with. Now, I cast friends on him. People don't like being charmed with friends or charmed person, so all I have to do is go to a different, like, scene, basically. Cancel it. And then they forget anything happened. It's so
My
nice.
condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. Listen, I need to speak.
You're among friends, go on, Gale.
I
You made love to a god? That's crazy, dude.
She was. What if?
You infuse inside its teeth, its claw.
As long as I absorb, it'd level a city the size.
I trust you,
all of
Gale.
this. Now.
The DC in Baldur's Gate is so low so far. Yeah. I mean, it really depends. Like, there's still plenty of checks around here that are DC 20. But I generally know which ones are DC 20 and which ones aren't. Generally. Okay. This guy has a void bulb. We don't want him to use the void bulb on us. So you will be the first to get thrown off the cliff. How many hours do I have? Too many. But less than Divinity. Oh my god. I'll get you an answer to that question in a second, once I can pick this fucking guy up. There we go. Okay. How many hours do I have? 1244. 1,244 hours. That's how many you got. Not bad. It's more than 2. That's for sure. This guy was a lot easier to grab than the fucking warlock dude. Jeez. Okay. Unfortunate thing is that we cannot grab Dror Ragzlin. He is Hobgoblin. He is too heavy to pick up. And instead, we'll be using the tried and true method of lure him to cliff and then push him off of cliff. And we have this amazing spell for it called Minor Illusion. Minor Illusion, very underrated in this game. You cast it, and it, like, everybody nearby guarantees moves towards the illusion, and only after people, like, get close to it and investigate it do they actually, like, move away. It's really nice. Divinity, however, I have 1,559 hours in Divinity. I would think that Divinity is probably my favorite game of all time. Even though, like, I do think generally Baldur's Gate is better than Divinity. I just enjoy Divinity more. Mainly because I enjoy the combat of Divinity more. The 5e D&D rule system, cool. It's nice, it's whatever. But Divinity has its own, like, homebrew system that I enjoy much more. It is classless, which is really cool. You create your character builds by just putting a bunch of skills together, essentially, rather than having, like, oh, I am a fighter, or I am a druid. You're like, I could be a sword and board character who also uses fire magic on people. Or I can be a ranger that dabbles in poison magic. Like how modular Div 2 was. Would it be modular? Yeah, okay. I'd agree. Yeah. Does this guy have any experience? This guy's level 1. I don't know if this is going to give any experience. Also, for having 5 times the HP pool of like what he would normally have, he only has 37 health. Sad. 1 experience. Okay, that's fair.
Your drink from her barrels. You will reign.
I'm gonna guess this guy will also get 1 experience. Do. It is 7:10. And Dror Raglan is just now about to die. You could hurt someone. I know! That was the whole point. Experience pain. I killed those guys. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up here. And I mean, I could very well have a run ender right here. That is entirely possible. Oh shit, I needed to crouch first.
Move with care.
Okay, so I want the pushing one. Yeah, mobile flourish. So, mobile flourish, if it hits, guaranteed will push him.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
There we go. We're gonna fight with Khan as a dump? Well, you see, if you don't get hit, you don't need Constitution. 2% run ender right there. Yeah, it's really, so here's the thing. It's less than 2%, much less than 2%. I think the only way I missed on that guy is if I rolled like a 2 or a 3 with advantage. And if I rolled double natural ones, well, I'm a halfling, so I reroll my double natural ones anyway.
A couple turns should do it.
Oh, I got that also here. There's our DC 20 check. Immune to bludgeoning? It said it was weak to bludgeoning. How the fuck you immune and weak to bludgeoning? Oh, it's not. It's being dumb. Cool. Alright, that's the camp cleared out, boys. We can go to the Emerald Grove environs.
We've just got word. Here. My people. Though he's
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Asherak, let's go to camp of friends. Oh, hold on. We need to... Shit. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're so good. Hello, Mr. Starion.
You know, never.
Salem is
What
awful.
do I get for all my hard work? I'm just looking for a little more excitement.
Incredible.
Buzz of celebrate. You've picked up a few sleep.
A fine camp you have here.
There you go,
If you
Halsin.
haven't
Hello.
seen how is there's a that
This is sobering news indeed.
an ancient city. Few survive long. if you can find this place. Already? I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished, but you'll need to pick it up.
Cool. Over encumbered. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna long rest again. I said we're going to long rest again. Jesus Christ, what is weighing me down? Weight. Heavy armor weighs me down. Who would have thought?
I know that look. It's just positive. You can trust me on that.
Here we go.
I need to take a few long rests, apparently. I'm gonna take a partial rest. I don't want to waste any food. If you take a partial rest... Oh, I have a different cutscene, that's why. If you take a partial rest instead of a long rest, you restore, like, up to half your hit points, and some first and second level spell slots, but your short rests don't go back, and none of your resources come back either. Like, your short rest resources don't come back. But if you take a long rest and you're already at full everything, then a partial rest doesn't do anything, and you just don't waste food. But I'm trying to get to the scene with Alfira, so I'm taking a few rests.
I'm so...
There we
It's
go.
Alfira.
Hello.
I want to join you, unless I hide...
Hello, Alfira. Now, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, guys, but
You stand above a body.
Alfira's
of
dead.
Her blood. You recall nothing of how you ended up.
Sorry.
But your head pounds and aches. And you know the question flows through your mind. You put this body. You don't have much time. You may only have a few moments before the others awake.
Try to hide the
and begin
body?
To cast blame for the
Okay.
hot sin before you.
I try to hide the body.
You in lumbering.
No one will even know. Then we need one more long rest too.
Tonight you wonder what she looked as you jolt away when the proud D.
Hello, Mr. Man.
My dear, I cannot wait.
He is Butler. He gives us stuff for killing people, for giving in to our urges and then killing the people. So, what he gives us is this Deathstalker mantle right here. Really good item for like any normal run. Once per turn when you kill an enemy, you become invisible for 2 turns. It is such a good cloak. Great for any sort of like squishy but like super like high damage or glass cannon type character. However, it's not gonna be useful for us because we're gonna have another way to like kind of, you know, get out of fights and go invisible. And we also won't be killing people enough to, or like fast enough to proc it fast enough for it to be worth using. However, that being said, I have nothing else equipped in my cloak slot, so I'll go put it on. There's Kaga. Hello, Too heavy to... Hello, Kaga. I would like to kidnap you, please. Can you let me kidnap you? Thank you. You are so kind. And for the attempted murder of a little girl who did nothing but try to steal from you, which murder is not The death sentence is not a fair punishment for an attempted theft. You shall die, and your amulet shall be mine. You're on the ground, bitch. That is a scream. She is also 150 experience. That was worth it. Oh my lord. That was so worth it. Maybe I should have asked for maybe I should have asked for the rewards from that place first. I don't know if I have locked myself out of the rewards from that area. Oh well. But I have everything now. Every amulet. Good amulet. I might use it. Actually I probably will use it. I don't think there's anything. It's like the only amulet in the game, I think, that like really actually amps your damage output. There's one amulet that like gives you extra, like one extra magic missile whenever you cast magic missile. So obviously for magic missile build, that's really good. But this one just right up like you just do extra weapon damage, and it's the only amulet that gives you extra weapon damage. So we're taking it all the way. For surezies. Strange ox.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This...
No, you are incapable.
Humble ox indeed. Dirty 20.
I'll tell you this much. I'm now. That's all. Move along.
I mean, moo. Also, this weekend, I have a Daggerheart game that I'm super excited for. Daggerheart, if you're not aware, is Critical Role's RPG system that they made about 1.5 years ago, I think that's fine. And we were gonna play last week, but I ended up like getting like I ate something I shouldn't have and ended up getting really sick. So I had a headache that day, really bad headache. And I was upset that I didn't get to you know, play. But we can play this week. So I'm super excited for it.
No, I cannot imagine taking.
I just need to plan out the session a bit more.
I would have helped you.
But so excited for it. I also joined a Daggerheart campaign on Wednesdays. So we had a first session, not yesterday, but the previous Wednesday. That went pretty well. And then yesterday, 3 of the 5 players couldn't make it. So the DM instead had the remaining 2 players, me and one other person, do a one-shot. And he made the one-shot was really good. He did like a horror like one-shot thing. And it was just so cool. What I really like about the system, there is one of the main mechanics is called Hope and Fear. Player characters, when they make their dice rolls, they can roll with hope or roll with fear. If they roll with hope, they gain a hope, which is a resource that they use for many spells and abilities. And if they roll with fear, they give the DM a fear, which the DM uses for their spells and abilities and their stuff. And at any point, like during a scene, the DM can decide to spend a fear to have the scene move to the DM, and so the DM can do something. And what's really cool about this is during like combat encounters especially, this system sort of automatically balances encounters around party size, because the more party members that you have, the more people that are going to be rolling with fear. So the GM has more fear, so this GM can spend more fear to take more actions for their monsters. And if there's less players, there's less fear being generated, therefore monsters take less turns. So, like, you can have a encounter for 2 party members be very similar in difficulty to an encounter with 5 party members when you have the same amount of monsters in each scenario. Just because the monsters will take more turns because the GM will have more fear to spend to give the monsters turns. It's really cool how the system works like that way. And I'm super excited to try it out, to actually run it, because the one I'm playing this weekend I'm running. Okay, but that is or finished up the Goblin camp area. So that's nice. Our ogres are still mad. Of course, ogres are still mad.
Need any attention right now.
Right. Yeah, they're still mad. Okay. Do I really want to spend a bunch of time killing these guys right now?
Must you? This
I don't think I do. Okay. What is next on the chopping block? I think.
What path lies before me?
I think what's next, we can grab the book from down here.
Come on, gotta be something here.
What's gonna happen? How recent was that what's gonna happen message? Is that in relation to the Daggerheart stuff? So I'm totally down to like talk about at least the intro bit of it. If you wish. I said you were still writing. Okay. So I'm gonna have. I think I'm gonna have the players. What do I want to do? They're they're working for this place called the Seekers Guild, which is a guild of like adventurers, I guess, that go out into the world and collect artifacts. Now, some context: this campaign takes place in like on Earth, but in an alternate version of Earth, about 10,000 years in the future, after a big societal collapse that happened. A societal collapse that followed a golden age of humanity, and after society collapsed, civilization had to be rebuilt. And the remnants of that golden age still lay around today, or in the time the campaign takes place. And so what's gonna be cool is I can like bring my players to places like New York City with like a bunch of like, or like an overgrown version of New York City, or I can bring them to like the Great Pyramid of Giza and stuff like that, which would be really, really cool. Anyway, they're gonna go out into the world to collect these artifacts, research them, and these artifacts are gonna be things like, you know, what the hell is a shotgun? You know, you find a shotgun, be like, how do I use this? Or it could be a computer or a car, something like that, right? Or whatever futuristic technologies I come up with in my brain.
Speak your name. I, if you are known to my master. So what?
You remember stories of Zastam, a powerful lich in Thay who made deals with dark gods.
You are known. Tell me. What if you could see anything in me? What would it be? You see well.
Got it. Easy clap. Necromancy of Thay.
What's hiding here?
Also, this place has a really good, this chest. Okay, not that chest. My bad. Totally thought it was that chest. What chest? Okay. Ignore that part. This chest has braces of defense. Really good for, like, monks especially. Or monks and barbarians. Anybody that is, like, good without armor. Raises the defense, gives you bonuses for not wearing armor.
Is that blood? No.
The book is you try to examine the book, but the longer you stare,
Dream in red.
We got the book. There's also a little pamphlet somewhere up here that gives a little bit of experience that I want to grab. Where should I go next? I think the next stop for us is just kind of explore everywhere and grab a shit ton of items to make ourselves stronger. I believe that's what the next stop on the chopping block is. You know? I need the Titan string bow. Hold on. Titan string bow. Okay. There's two places to get the 10-string bow. One of them is going to be in this act, and one is in the next act. And I just wanted to make sure that if I didn't get it here, I wanted to figure out where else I could grab it. Titan string bow. The reason why I mentioned that bow specifically, it's really good. It's a +1. It's a +1 longbow. Yep. And its special effect is that it just deals extra damage equal to your strength modifier. So, this Elixir of Hill Giant Strength, well, it's going to make us do an extra 5 damage with each of those attacks with that bow. Really great. And there are some things that you can use, like some arrows. I think specifically this arrow here, the Arrow of Ilmater, where the extra strength damage procs on the regular arrow hit, and the extra 1d4 damage that this arrow does, so you get to double up on that extra damage. Yeah, it's just a really good bow. It is, I think it's actually like, in terms of just pure damage output, I think it's the highest damage output bow in the game, and it's a rare bow that you can get in Act 1. Where is the freaking, where's the, oh, it's right here. Okay, I was trying to find the waypoint for this place.
Something's burning.
Peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
I hear shouting.
So it is spoken.
Someone needs help.
And so is it done. Great Guard Helm, allow us peace in this.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there.
You can do it! You can do it! Hey, welcome to the stream. So you need to play this, have the game, just haven't played it yet. It's a really good game. Highly, highly recommend. It was made by Larian Studios, which is the same developers who made the Divinity franchise. Divinity Original Sin 2 was also highly acclaimed. It's just that this game, Baldur's Gate, is like what got them, like, it becomes like sort of a household name. Like at least within the gaming community. Yeah, if you've ever played D&D, this game is also going to be really, really good for you. It uses the D&D rule system for its combat. Yeah. But the older BG games? I have not played the older BG games, but from my understanding, from what I do know of them, this game is not going to play like those older ones. The first two BG games were real time with pause, if I recall that correctly. Maybe you can correct me. But this game is entirely turn-based, rather than real time with pause.
You'll see it through. Without him, the city. This was no random. I will see.
Also, from this reward here, you get 3 options for saving the Duke. You basically always grab Spell Sparkler. It's just really good. Always grab this one. It's more like Diablo. Oh, okay. I played Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. I was I was too young for Diablo 1 and 2. I don't even think I was born yet when the first Diablo game came out. But yeah. Okay. I might enjoy it then. Possibly. I like Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 though. They were both good games. What do I do next? Make me feel old, why don't you? I apologize. I apologize. I just got like my first like real world like professional job, like corporate position.
Seems almost too big to take flight.
6 months ago. And my boss, love the guy, super cool dude. I got really lucky with like where I ended up getting a job at with my boss and like all my coworkers and stuff. But he jokes that like whenever I open my mouth, he just feels like so much older.
Would be suicide.
And I take a little bit of enjoyment on making him feel older. Diablo 1 is hard because it's an old game, and Diablo 2 expansion is the best Diablo game ever. I hear that Diablo 2 was like, of the Diablos, that Diablo 2 was like the best one. I know they made a remake of it too, like Diablo 2 Remastered or something like that. Have you played the remastered version? I don't know if the remastered version like takes away from like the original game or not. People at my first corporate job, everyone is so much older and I'm a child. Yeah, I don't know. Shoot, hold on. Give me a second, sorry. Oh, wait, I meant from the expansion. Okay. I just cast invisibility and now I'm not going to frickin' use my invisibility. Dragon jump scare, yeah. Dragons have true sight. I don't know if that's a thing in this. I feel like there would be a buff saying has true sight. But I don't want to test out being spotted, so where's my jump ring?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeet! Oh! Sorry, Irish. No, I didn't recognize that. My bad. Hello. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, now reading your name, now I recognize it. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize who you were at first. My bad.
Have I been this way before?
Yep, I totally thought, totally didn't realize that I had known who you were. My bad, my bad. Okay, yeah, so what we're doing now for, Baldur's Gate, so I'm doing a challenge. It's the Impossible Challenge. It was, like, a thing that was going around about a year ago, that a bunch of, like, content creators participated in. Basically what the challenge is every single enemy has 500% more HP and then an extra 3 actions and bonus actions. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. And I think like 40 people were able to complete it by the time the challenge was like ended officially, I guess. I want to take part in it. But I'm not like I wasn't like making videos or anything at the time. But I want to do it solo, so that's what we're doing. Because I'm a masochist, I suppose. Sounds horrid. It I mean, if I played the game like it's intended to be played, oh yeah, it'd be absolutely horrible, awful. But I am abusing every single bug that I can. Has anyone done it solo? As far as I know, I don't think so. I haven't really looked that much though to see if anyone's done it solo. It's possible.
I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid?
She wants to buy one of the Githyanki eggs, and she's like, "How dare they?"
A Githyanki can no more. You'll be welcome.
Sounds good. I'm in. I'll steal a kit for you. Don't worry. However, I need to change my class. Back to Warlock so that I can use Warlock Bug. We love Warlock Bug.
I need a quick word.
Thy will, dost thou require a new ally? As
Warlock! X-Blade. So she has 2 really good items. Actually, she has quite a few good items, but just 2 really good ones for this run specifically. She has...
What news of our little project? Have you found
the Periactive Wound Closure. The first thing doesn't matter for me, because if I ever get down, the run's over. But the second part is whenever I'm healed, I'm always get healed for the max amount of HP. That is the part that is really good. She also has Graceful Cloth. Gives a +2 to Dex up to 20. And sets Cat's Grace, which gives me advantage on all my dexterity checks. Just know the graphics aren't great. I mean, yeah. I might try it out. Does the next time Blizzard stuff goes on sale, I might get it. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is when the next season for Diablo 4 comes out, I'll try that out. I heard like people were kind of iffy on what they're gonna do for the next season of Diablo 4. But the new expansion, they just released a new expansion for Diablo 4 about a few months ago. Is Steam having a huge sale? Actually Steam is, yes, but I have Diablo through, oh, no, I guess, okay, for Diablo 2. Let me see, is Diablo 2 on Steam? It is on Steam, okay. It's on sale for $30. Offer ends July 9th, okay. When I get paid next, I might grab it. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna go Devil Sight and Megalian Influence again. Yeah. Better storylines and Easter eggs for D1. Okay. I mean, I do really like Diablo. I love the Diablo universe. I think it's such a cool universe in general. So I will probably try it out. I also know that they released new class as well. They released the Warlock for it like a few months back. They also released the Warlock for D4 as well, and I haven't played the Warlock in D4 yet. I played a bunch of D3 though.
Have you found the
I hear that like people said that D3 was like the worst of the Diablo games, which I guess like story-wise I would agree. At least I guess of the two I've played, it's the worst of for story-wise. But I just like the gameplay of it. D3 was stupid. I will say the like just the whole story of D3 like was kind of crappy. The Reaper of Souls story was not that bad, but the original mainline story was kind of all over the place. Yeah. The mainline story of D3 was all over the place.
What news of our little project?
Warlock was not in D2. I thought they released the Warlock class in D2 though, like just recently. Like I know it wasn't in the original game. I know it wasn't in the base game, but I thought that it was like a recent release. They did kill Kayn in D3. Yeah, I was really upset by that. They killed Kayn and they killed Leia, and I was super upset by both. Although I don't know, was Deckard and or Leia in D1 or D2? I feel like Leia was not in D2, but from the way you're talking about Kayn, I feel like he was maybe in the previous games as well. Kayn is in 1 and 2? Okay. We are not going to use this pulley. There is a weird bug that happens sometimes with platforms that move, where you can just phase through the fucking floor and, well, die. So, we're not going to do that. I like not dying. Where are my boots of jumpy? I need my jumpy glaive, my jumpy boots. And my jumpy ring. Why can't I cast spells? The jump is only once per rest. I have been bamboozled. No. Sorceress, Paladin, Necro, Amazon, Bard, Assassin, Druid. Kind of scared now. There are mines and stuff here. Okay, good thing I saved on that. That was scary. It was very scary. I almost could have ended my run right there by getting launched off the fucking cliff. Was Amazon in D1 at all? I think Amazon is like
something good here.
Amazon and Assassin, I guess. Were they in D1? Because neither of those were in D2 or in D3 or D4. Although D4 has the Spiritborn and Rogue, which I would assume are similar to those classes. But I could be wrong. I almost completely changed everything, which is why I wasn't loved. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't realize that. Have you actually played D4 Irish? Assassin Drew is part of the remaster. Okay. Have you played D4 at all?
What do you mean, too drunk? It's not possible.
No, I haven't played D4. I was scared to do D3. I would definitely recommend D4. Don't know how much like you'll enjoy the because I don't know what the gameplay of D4 is compared to D1 and D2. But the story of D4 is actually really, really good. There the new like whatever edition is or they have now, you can get like a bundle of D4 and the 2 expansions for it. The base story of D4, great, loved it. The story of the second expansion, great, loved it. First expansion was still good, not as good as the original game or the second expansion. But I would recommend it, playing it just for the story, at least trying it out once. I don't know. Was Diablo 4 on sale? Diablo 4 is also on sale on Steam. Yeah, you can get the Age of Hatred bundle for $70, although it kind of seems like that bundle is not on sale. I might get it then. Okay. Sorry, I was checking out some Discord messages. Yeah, I would still recommend it. They also, one of the biggest complaints from D4 was how they handled the skill trees, where they weren't real. Like a lot of the skill trees were just filled with a bunch of passives. And now they've done a huge revamp of the skill tree, so there's way less passives now. I mean, I guess there's passives, but the passives affect your individual skills rather than just being like, oh, you just get like 9% damage reduction, because originally it was stuff like that. Like you would just get like 9% damage reduction, that'd be it.
Hunting you. They
But
want
they did a big revamp of the skill tree, and it's much better now.
To take it from you.
It's more similar to... Actually, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I'm going to say it's more similar to Path of Exile, but I think I would actually be very, very wrong saying that statement. Also, never having played Path of Exile myself. Are you saying you hated the D3 skill tree? Because the D3 skill tree was not a skill tree. it was not a skill tree. The D3 skill tree was, hey, grab some skills, and then each skill can have one little buff for it, and that was it. That is not a skill tree.
Halt! We were not expecting visitors, kin. What bring you? A gate thrall is something to eradicate, not reason with.
Rolled good, thank you.
The Gustia. Fine.
He's just a... Once. No. Is a hero.
Okay, so...
I heard
this area
the search must
also has a bunch of guards that we're going to be throwing off cliffs at some point. But... very, very good vendor. She... Which is my most expensive weapon? Still this one. Okay. She has great
the
gear.
filth of these people. Unbelievable.
First, she has one of the best weapons in the game. Knife of the Undermountain King. It's a +2 dagger that gives you advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets. I don't know if that... It says it procs with just the blade with this weapon. I don't know if it procs with only that weapon or other weapons too. But it also gives you, or increases your crit range by 1. Okay, so, the advantage for lightly or heavily obscured targets works with any melee weapon. So if you have this equipped and another melee weapon equipped, the other melee weapon also benefits from it, but I don't think ranged attacks or spells will proc from this, unfortunately. So she sells this, which is really good, and I'm going to buy it from her. Also, because it's way more expensive, I'm going to make this thing my bound weapon, because it costs more.
Haven't had enough yet?
And then...
Clean items only.
What?
Back
Bitch.
for more?
Why is this game being a little shit?
Remember.
This game's being a shit. Jesus Christ.
Haven't had enough yet?
Alright, like I was saying, she has that weapon, which is a good weapon. We like that weapon. She also has...
Go on then.
Did I not bind this weapon? Oh my lord. I can't play the game anymore, apparently. My brain's been too cooked. But she has that weapon. She also has this, which is a good weapon, but we're not going to be using it. But I'm going to buy it anyway, because I want it. Also, sorry for bumping the mic. I don't know if you heard that. But she has Gloves of Dexterity. Great gloves. Like the Club of Giant Strength that sets your strength to 19. These just set your dex to 18, and also give you a +1 to attack rolls. Incredible item. She sells arrows. We love arrows. She also sells potions, and most notably, big potions. She sells these almost guaranteed, no matter your level. So, grab them. They be good. I don't think anything else I need from her, though. Yeah, I think that's it.
Watch your step.
So, incredible upgrades we have just acquired. Incredible upgrades. I think I have me on a rabbit hole looking at Diablo lore. Nice. Diablo lore is very interesting. I wanted to do a D&D game of Diablo lore, or like a Diablo-inspired D&D game in that universe at one point. It was like that, or a World of Warcraft-inspired game, and like one other. But the other option was like a homebrew option, and they all chose the homebrew. You should be working. Oh. Are you, do you do work from home? We're gonna teleport to Bags. Love a D&D Diablo, it'd be fun. Yeah. Nice. I also have work from home. Well, my job is hybrid, so I can do, once I got out of training, which I did get out of training just recently, I can do up to 3 days a week from home and 2 days a week in office.
That's curious.
At this point, I wouldn't do a D&D Diablo game. I would do a D&D Daggerheart game. I think I am enjoying Daggerheart much more than I am enjoying I've enjoyed D&D. I think it's much more fun, and it would still work totally fine. Hello, Elminster.
May I inquire? My thanks for your
I don't...
Why? I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen. That is why I have come. You must find it
To you, I commit and to care Gale himself.
Farewell. An audience. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstance. Time seems so infinite when you're young, and I along with it. That remains ahead of us.
Okay. I think I'm going to end my stream here, though. I did what I wanted to in the stream title. We went and got rid of the Goblin leaders, and then just did some extra stuff. So we're almost level 5, which is good. Level 5 is when I get extra attack and third level spells. Although I don't think I'll be using third level spells, or there's any third level spells I really need to use right now. Anyway, thank you for checking out the stream, and appreciate you watching. And I think I will stream again on Monday, and we will continue this this challenge. So, have a good night, everyone.